It's spooky.
Hello there, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Storytime with the Scaryish Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grace, this is Adam Diaz, and today we're
Hello.
here to read you folks some homegrown horrors. Adam's going to tell us what those are.
homegrown horrors of the stories that you wonderful folks have decided to send us that contain content that is paranormal, spooky, supernatural, sometimes spiritual, sometimes just coincidental, and occasionally true crime, which you email to us and say, hey, go ahead and share this on the show, and we share your story, giving you the credit based off whatever name you provide us when you send it in, or calling you anonymous, and we share it to all the spooky listeners and spooky viewers, and it's a pretty good time. If you have a story that you're thinking about sending, Robin, where can folks send them?
You can send them to our email, storytime@scaryish.com. You can also go to our website, scaryish.com. There is a contact us page. You just fill out that form there. It gets it to us that way. We also have different social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that fun stuff. And yeah, hopefully you folks send in your stories.
Indeed. So we would love to hear from you. Tonight we're going to be doing 4, too short, too long-ish. So not too bad. Pretty standard stuff, in fact. And I believe, Robin, you're going to be going first if I am not mistaken.
Yes.
So before we get started, here's the deal, y'all. Couple things. One, we got the stream hopefully working, fingers crossed, because I know last Tuesday was terrible. All of the graphics are slightly off now because the camera's now centered in a new way. And because of that, we have that event list thing that pops up that's kind of over my face. I don't think anyone really minds that. In addition to that, Robin has been waiting in line for a significant amount of time today.
Since 10 a.m.
to try and buy some merchandise from Disney, I think it is.
Yeah, it's like the Disney 65th anniversary, I guess, merchandise that just got released today, and it opened at 10 a.m. It's, what is it now, 6:30?
It's been a day.
It's been 8.5 hours, and I'm still 800 people away from the front of the line.
She was like 26,000, I think, to start.
Yeah, there were over 26,000 people in front of me. So I'm 700 away right now. I'm like, I'm going to read my story, and it'll probably...
We're going to keep an eye on that. It's just like when we bought our BlizzCon tickets, all right? It's not that you guys are last priority by any means, but our real lives have unfortunately overlapped after waiting in a digital line for fucking 8, 9, 10 hours today.
The podcast is our real life.
It's true. So if we're seeming distracted by something over there, we're just looking at a number. It says 684 right now, okay? It was, what, 26,000 earlier? It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. So that's what's going on. No one that's listening to the show the normal way is going to know this. It's just for the live folks who know that this is going on in our lives right now. You guys get a little bit closer to us every time you watch this show. So, okay, you guys got all that disclaimer shit down. I'm going to go ahead and let Robin read her story, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Go ahead.
All right. So the first email I'm going to read here is titled Traumatizing Humans, and humans are traumatizing. I mean, we had this topic this past week where it was all about people being awful. So
I feel like a lot of topics that we do on the show are about humans that are traumatizing. So
okay, so it begins. Hi, Adam and Robin.
Hello.
Hello. Happy very late birthday, because I know y'all gonna read this a month after your birthday.
It's about 2. Pretty close.
So in my life, I have had abusive friends, cheating lovers, and people who want to drag me down to the darkest depths of hell. Today, I will tell you about one of them. When I was starting 1st or 2nd grade, my parents were in bad debt. No worries, they have gotten out of their debt. So they couldn't just stay home with us. They had remembered that my aunt had a best friend in high school. They called her up and she couldn't do it by herself, so she needed to get her mom to help. Her mom started as a kind and caring lady. Once she moved to another house, she started to hit us and be very rude. That's weird that it was like she started out really nice and then as soon as she moved, she changed completely.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused too, because it said that she needed help to do it, but I'm not sure what they were doing.
Taking care of the kids.
Just taking care of the kids?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
She would not let us eat. She would go to a restaurant, order food and drinks, but would not give us any.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up. A few years later, she, without my parents' permission, would whip us with hickory sticks for us being kids. I feel like this woman should not be
a caretaker at all.
Any type of caretaker.
Shouldn't be around children, period.
One day she was picking up her friend, quote unquote friend, with me and my brother. She put us in the car and she drove 9 hours away from my house and kept us in a man's basement.
What the fuck? That's so fucked up.
About 10 to 15 hours later, police were kicking down the basement door. After that, I had to go to therapy for 2 full years. Now she's in prison for abusing mentally and physically her children. Thanks for reading, Emily. That is, wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's terrifying. And you see these documentaries and these shows and these episodes of different mystery shows, things like that, about these things happening, and you never really think that it could ever happen to you, and it's just absolutely terrifying.
It's hard to imagine, who could be such a monster to kids in general, and, this person went out of their way to have you in their life, and then they just treated you like that. That's awful. So we're glad you came through that, and, I think it's something to be said when you say, I had to go to therapy. That's probably a good thing after something as traumatizing as that. 9 hours, it's a long way to be taken from your parents. You were essentially kidnapped, without a doubt.
Yep.
So that's horrifying, and thank you for sharing that, because that couldn't have been easy. So shout out to you. All right. Let's go over in stream chat, see what you folks had to say. I think it said it was from Emily, which is one of our viewers that's in YouTube. Let me scroll up and see.
I'm going to make my drink for the night because I didn't do it earlier. It was going to get super watered down if I did it earlier because I was ready at 6:10 or something. I went down to get stuff to make a drink. I can't open this. It's so sticky.
You have to say it like that. Yeah, it was Emily. Yeah, Emily says, "Oh, it's mine." So, Emily, we're super sorry that happened to you. She says she got tired of us. That is just awful. She went on to say she gave me and my brother had mental problem after the basement. I can't imagine having to go through that. So, Shannon says it's so terrible. Shannon says that is so terrible. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I think we can all agree with that. Emily says I have nightmares about the basement that she put us in. You know what? I totally understand that, and those are nightmares that I think we can all agree that none of us wish you had, and we would not like to have ourselves. So, all right, let's scroll up and see who the first folks were that came in. Actually, Faison was actually first in either channel. Was over there in Twitch. Merlin Valor is there. Emily was first in YouTube. We also have Awkward Artist Plays, Laura Ann, I Am Beef Trainer coming by to say that her and hubby just got out of work, and they probably aren't going to catch much of the stream because they're heading home right now. No worries. It'll be here when you guys get home. Glitch is also here along with Lunabin, actually Faison, the normal usual suspects, Shannon, Emily, Vivian. Looks like we have Kamiko over there on YouTube as well. Hello all. Thank you so much for joining us. And we appreciate you. If anyone has us,
more people.
It's only 200 more people. If anyone has a story they'd like to share with us, I would say that since Emily went out of her way to share something so traumatic, you kind of have to now.
It's a true. We do true crime too, so I don't see why not.
Shout out to 52DZ for subscribing.
Thank you so much.
For the 23rd month, it says, I'm here. Also, shout out to Merlin Valor who subscribed right before we went live, and it says, am I a George Foreman girl with a hammer? Not sure what that reference is, but I appreciate the fact that you made it.
Oh, I think it's for the fighting. When they're fighting in the beginning.
Oh, yeah. I think that's exactly what you were. Also, someone always winds up with a gun, and they wind up getting more kills than everyone else, and it's just not fair.
What'd you put in your drink?
Rum and Coke.
Oh, okay.
Per usual, since we got all that rum again, which makes me so happy.
Oh, shit. The screen turned off.
It's been like this all day, y'all. Vivian says, hi, can't stay for long. I just thought I'd pop in and say hi. Well, thank you for stopping in and saying hi, Vivian. We appreciate you.
It's 12 squared.
Are you reading any of your stream chat at all?
All right. So Laura Ann says, didn't last week's winner vote to shave the stash? I don't think so.
They never said anything. Remember?
Or was it
was Nate and C, because Nate and C is still by far and away the
boss.
leader. Yeah, and we waited and waited and waited. We didn't hear anything from them.
All right.
So.
Actually, Faison says your mic sounds like it's clipping a little bit.
It's probably because it was too loud at the beginning. We had double filters on to amplify it. When did that come in? What's the timestamp on it?
It doesn't have a timestamp.
Your thing sucks. Okay, I guess I'll have to scroll up and find that. I already took off 7 decibels from it. I'll take off more if I have to.
It's in the beginning, before I read my story, so.
Okay.
Emanon says, what's up? We're moving on the 25th.
Oh,
That's
shit.
So cool.
Congratulations.
Everyone's moving to Pennsylvania. It's kind of crazy. What's up? Is that place great, or? I've never been.
I've been to Pennsylvania, but I only, drove through it a bit and then went home. So I wouldn't say it's exactly a solid visit. So
we have a lot of people that live in Pennsylvania too. I think it's really cool.
Yeah. Here's the thing though, you're so quiet and you always talk away from your microphone. So my microphone is always peeking into the red and your microphone is barely peeking out of the green. So
Whoops.
It's really hard to you can't separate the microphones unfortunately in Streamlabs or OBS or any of the broadcasting software. I can slightly adjust it on the input for Robin's microphone, but then the recording makes her audio like jacked up through the roof, and all you hear in the background is like, which is a nightmare to edit. So it's a little bit difficult to get the perfect settings. But hey, we're adjusting it. It's Robin's turn, y'all. You kick the camera.
Oh shit! Really?
Just stay still and don't hit it, please. Shout out to Lady M, who just resubscribed for the 7th month and said, "Woo! We appreciate you joining us." All right, Robin is going to spend a bunch of our money now, and she's super excited to do so. Yeah, it's probably going to be a minute, so I'll probably wind up reading my story without her sitting next to me. So I wish I had my blow-up doll so I could put it right here. I don't have one. It's a joke. And it could sit there and represent Robin. I could always move one of the dolls into the chair, but I'm afraid that then they'll actually try and supplant Robin. And that's scary stuff. I'm going to roll my sleeves because it's already getting hot in here. Yeah, I clearly won't be able to read my story for the podcast with her talking in the background to her friend about what they're going to buy. So we're just going to vamp our way through this. All right, there we go. All right, let me keep scrolling. Emily says their basement was hella dirty and she made us hold our body waste, or she would let her friend smack the hell out of us. No food or water. Emily, how long were you there?
I've been like staring at this computer screen like, it's gonna let me in. It's gonna let me in.
Emanon has Captain and Coke. Also, very nice. I think we're pretty much running with this whole idea of, you know what, we're going to change it tonight. So the stash has survived for 2 weeks. Based off of whoever the stream boss is, at the end of the stream, they get to pick whether or not it's shave it or save it. The stash is going to stay for a little while. However, Robin and I are currently having a dispute because my hair is really long. I can pull it into a little top knot ponytail if I want to. And I was telling her, like, I'm probably going to start doing that more often and just let it grow. And she's like, I don't like long hair. So she told me to get a haircut. So whoever finishes the night, I keep going the wrong way. Whoever finishes the night, as the stream boss, will decide whether or not I get my haircut. It'll be either let it grow or get rid of it. I don't have hashtags that rhyme this time, unfortunately. It's probably going to want to be a Nate and C, who I don't think is here anyways. So it's a pretty safe bet. We're going to be like, I guess we have to wait until next week before I get that haircut. But yeah, that's what we're going to do with that.
Oh my gosh, 8.5 hours, almost 9 hours. Oh my.
We were okay, I'm sorry. Emily says over there on YouTube, we were lucky. I think it's supposed to be lucky. We were lucky. Yeah, she didn't abuse us as bad as her own kids. Shannon says, it's awful. It's unbelievable how cruel people can be to children. I'm sorry that happened to you and hope you're healing. I think that's the best way we can all put it. So Kimiko says, no, my barriers are low, but I'm outside watering my corn. I'm not sure in response to whose question that was. Scrolling.
So one wishables?
Emanon says, Adam and Robin, are you guys able to show the video that I sent you of the patch being at the patch is not there? No, I don't have that queued up to show. I don't know if we're going to show it aside from our social media, where we share most of the stuff that we get sent over. Once we get the physical object, we'll probably have it on the stream, though. Scrolling. Oh, because I really don't think I'm going to be able to tune in next week. If you're not here next week, then we'll just hold off on showing it. No big deal. And we'll just put it on the social medias, and we'll hold off for when you can watch it. Right on. Actually, Faison says, your mic's fine now, Adam. Thank you so much. I might have lowered it a bit too much, but I can project, so no big deal. All right. Emanon says, we will change that when we have the Pennsylvania meetup because we're flying you out. That's awesome. Cat Beatrix says, I feel like I'm missing something. Why Robin keep leaving? We explained at the beginning of the show, Robin has been waiting in line to purchase a bunch of exclusive Disney merchandise that released today. In line, like online. She was like 26,000th, even though she pressed like join the line like right at the beginning of the day. So we waited like 10, 12 hours for the line to end. And of course it ended right when she was done with her story. So Glitch says, someone send me a drink, please. I wish I could. Emily says they were there for about 5 hours. Her parents had called the cops, and they tracked her phone and called the local police in the area. That's good that you weren't stuck there for like a extended amount of time. All right, cool. We're pretty much caught up. Woo Scaryish says that Cat Beatrix Star is in the YouTube chat. What? McShake and Bake stops by and drops 5,000 bits. Thank you so much, McShake and Bake. You almost took out Nate and C in one fell swoop. There's only 942 HP left in Nate and C's life bar. It's good to see you again too, man. I was wondering how you were doing the other day. I have a friend who's out in Australia on vacation, and I was like, I wonder what part of that country McShake and Bake's in, because it would be so fucking cool if they ran into each other. Then again, I have no idea where he's at now, come to think of it, so it's nice to see you again, man. All right. Kimberly Dew says, oh, no, let me start from the top, because we have a lot of folks that are, like, going back and forth. So Ciara is in the YouTube chat and says, hi, what up, Ciara? Thank you for joining us. Hope I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, go ahead and correct me and tell me I'm stupid. Christina says, to the tune of Rawhide, scrolling. Emma said, welcome over there to Ciara, and says, Ciara said, this is my first live stream. They're not usually me talking to myself because Robin's busy spending money on Disney merchandise, but hey, we've had weirder things happen on live shows, so no big deal. Emma says, Kat and I have been trying to get Ciara on a stream forever now. It's pretty cool that you three are all here right now. Meadows has gifted a sub over to Nina Che. Thank you so much for that gift over there. We appreciate you spreading the love. It means a lot to us. And it's really cool to have new people in the chat and seeing everyone welcome each other. So I don't normally have a mustache, but I do now, and it's been going for about 2 months. We'll see how long that lasts. And yeah. How's everything going over there, babe? Good?
Yeah.
She said yeah, for those of you who can't hear her whisper towards her monitor.
Sorry, I have to upload my annual pass.
Wow. They make it so difficult just to buy anything. No wonder everyone had so many problems. You have to upload a photo of your actual annual pass in order to purchase something rather than just entering in your number. I guess they don't trust anyone. Is there anything good that I'd like?
No, it's all ugly.
Oh, that's great. McShake and Bake says, all is well. Been very busy. Been listening to the podcast, but finally got to a live show. How's everyone doing? We're doing quite well. I don't know if you know, but I switched jobs. I'm actually working for, I think I still have the shirt on. Yeah, I'm working at Jam City now, which is a mobile app developer. And it's going pretty good, knock on wood. Don't want to say too many good things because I don't want to jinx it, but I'm really happy with what I do. And I get to work from home, and that's super cool. So I think we're all just trying to survive. Meadows has cheered 500 bits, which is amazing because Meadows has officially defeated Nate and C as the stream boss, gotten himself 1,000 HP, and then Emanon comes in over the top and donates 2,700 bits and absolutely slays Meadow. It was one of the shortest lived stream bosses we've ever had. Emanon is now in control of whether or not I get a haircut or not, and I think I'm okay with that. So I think Vivian bounced in and bounced out pretty quickly, so we don't have a question of the week, which is unfortunate because now's the exact time that we would need something like that. Because I can't read my next story with Robin going clickety-clack on her keyboard over there. And, no one can blame her. Her keyboard's noisy. She has one of those mechanical keyboards that all the kids have. So, all right, we'll keep scrolling. Let's see what's going on with you folks. What else can I tell you all? Just reading all this stuff. McShake and Bake says, grow it, to Emanon. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, the end of the show, while we're doing the outro, right before we say, keep on creeping on, we stop, we see the stream bosses, we say, all right, what's your decision? So don't leave before then, like Nate and C did last week. That was kind of on us because we didn't remind anyone. All right, it looks like Emily is going to go ahead and do the question of the week, which is cool. And Ciara and Emma over there in YouTube are talking about hanging out and eating pie today, which sounds like it was a pretty good time, actually. Shannon said her day was kind of boring. Today was almost exactly 4 months of working alone from home. I'm in Toronto, which is still relatively locked down. That makes sense. Vegas isn't completely locked down, but I am working from home. And honestly, it's really nice to just wake up, walk into the office, sit down, start working, and take a break and either like play video games or just make myself lunch and not spend any money going out or take a nap. That's amazing. Just walk into the room. It's a 10-second walk, and I get to take a nap in my own bed. It's amazing. All right, Emily says, for Vivi, question of the week, what would you do if you became immortal? That's an intense question. You have to print it?
I have to print the confirmation. I don't trust their website.
You can't just save it as a PDF and print it after the show?
Oh, how do you do that?
You switch it to save as PDF instead of, you change the printer to save as PDF. All right.
You're so smart.
I know, thank you. That's how I save all of our bill confirmation numbers. Now you all know that Robin doesn't pay any of her bills at all for the last 8 years. I don't know if I was immortal. I haven't really thought about this one. I'm always just like, everyone's like, I wouldn't want to be immortal. You have to watch all your friends and family die. I love my friends and family, but you know what? I've had a lot of people pass away in my life, and I'm like, the cost of living and like if you're immortal, you actually get to the finish line of existence, which is kind of cool. You know, you get to see how everything ends. And knowledge really kind of is power. So the older you get, if you get to like 600-700 years old, you actually know like everything that happened. So like no one could like bullshit you. That would be kind of entertaining, I guess. You'd have to really play the long game of like, do I try and manipulate society and get in like the inner workings of politics, but stay behind the scenes so no one notices that I never age? Do you age, but you don't like completely like deform or whatever? It's a rod, I should say. Is it like Death Becomes Her rules? Is it Dragon Ball Z rules? I have a lot of questions about this immortality. So I don't know. It sounds like it'd be very manipulative and kind of like overlordy. So probably hoping I don't get all 7 of those Dragon Balls. That's all I'm saying. Christina says, if I was the only one immortal and my loved ones weren't, I would be so sad. It's true, I guess. Christina said, I would cry in regards to being immortal. What else do we got? Laura Ann says, someone was hanging out eating pie. Yeah, folks that are over there on the YouTube channel were. 52D says, I have been working from home, quote unquote. I am tired. I'm getting tired of games. How could you ever be tired of games? That sounds amazing.
Oh, God. Okay.
You okay? Yeah. You're acting like this is a big like ordeal for you to purchase all this super exclusive merchandise.
9 hours. I just got a shirt. That's all I did. I got a button-up shirt for myself. Okay. God. Oh, did you read any of mine? Did you read all of mine?
I read most of yours, yeah.
Right.
I just got to Lady M saying, just finished a bowl of chocolate.
Did you read Laura Ann subscribed with Twitch Prime?
Laura Ann?
Yeah, it says so on my screen. Laura Ann subscribed with Twitch Prime.
I didn't get it over
Subscribed
here.
for 12 months.
When did that happen?
I don't know. I don't have timestamps.
You suck.
And then Lady M subscribed.
Oh yeah, dude, I already read that. That was I think I actually skipped Laura Ann.
What
I did 52DZ, Merlin Valor. Yeah, Laura Ann, thank you so much for subscribing. For the 7th month in a row and 12 months total. That's a year anniversary right there. Now I know for sure that I didn't read it. So you missed like this bidding party that people had really quickly for the fate of my hair. So
your hair.
Yeah.
People want to save your hair.
Save or not shave, obviously, but
cut. I think you should cut it back to where it was before.
What up, Hero for Life 338?
Thank you so much.
Thank you for following us over there on Twitch. If you're new, if you have not listened to our podcast before, we read what mostly is ghost stories that are emailed to us by our listeners. We do 4. We've already done 1. We have 3 more to go. And in between stories, we typically see what you folks thought of it. It has been a bit of an extended break because she had to go buy some exclusive Disney merchandise really fast that she waited for 10 hours to be able to access. So,
do you have the Twitch redemptions up?
Yeah, I do actually. They're right here. All right. Did we get any redemptions? We got a drink from Meadows 12 minutes ago.
All right. I haven't tasted how strong this is yet, but it's Tennessee honey, so hopefully it's like delicious.
It's Tennessee honey. It should just be regular. And Lady M just redeemed a high five once you're done.
Okay.
Mine's a half and half. I always go half and half on rum and cokes. I will say this. It smells like rum, but it doesn't taste that bad.
Today I learned Tennessee honey does not go with Coke.
Really? That's shocking. No. I'd rather just have regular Jack Daniels than Tennessee honey. All right, you owe me a high five, and then I got a story to read. Let's do this.
Ooh.
You okay?
Yeah.
You didn't look like you were going to make it there for a second.
It's like, tastes like sugar. The whole drink is just sugar.
So it's like a regular Coke then.
But regular Coke tastes good. It's just like honey and Coke, you know? It's too much sugar.
Right on. There's Robin's review of Tennessee Honey Jack and Coca-Cola. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read my long one, then we're going to take our break, then I'm going to read my short one. So the stories themselves will go short, long, short, long. Sound good?
All right.
Cool.
You do you, girl.
Cool. I will do me, girl.
Will you?
There we go. I got my big one up. Don't do that. Nope. Don't do that. All right. I said I got my big one up. God damn it. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move into my first story of the evening. And this one's subject is Please Read on Le Pod, which is a pretty good subject. And we're going to go ahead and do that. So here we go. Starts out like this. Sup.
Sup. Sup.
It literally says in parentheses, head nod, my resting bitch face looking face, which I totally did. If you were watching live, you saw that. My face just always looks like that. All right, so I got a few stories for you all, and I'm going to get to it. One, when I was about 5 years old, my sister passed away. Holy shit, you really did just get right to it. She was
What is with
8.
these 2 emails, man?
Yeah. From what I remember, we were both ill and had papyrus. It's Spanish. I don't know the term for it in English. It's Paperas, so I'm not sure how to actually pronounce it. We lived in Mexico. Mikoho, God damn it. Just tossing all these words at me that I need to take a break and actually read. I'm going to skip the name of the city because I don't want to fuck it up. I'll say it to you guys, but I'm totally going to edit it out of the final episode. Michoacan, to be exact. And long story short, I got better and she got worse. They ended up taking her to the hospital and she passed away because she had a crazy high fever, or so I think, and I never saw her alive again. It was a devastating blow to my mom.
Oh my God.
I knew she was dead and gone, but I don't think I really comprehended death like I do now. Anywho, my shit dad left my mom, brother, and I to come to the States. Till this day, I will never understand why our family left us alone with my mom when she was going through this. The house we lived in was legit haunted, and I think the grief my mother was going through made it a place where weird shit happened. So one day, my brother and I were fighting for control of the TV, and I kicked him off the bed. My mom came in.
That is such a sibling thing to do. Just be like, this is Sparta.
And just fucking kick him into the bottomless pit off the bed. This next sentence is a very parent thing to do. My mom came in, whooped some ass, and put us in different rooms. So I'm sitting on the bed, little 5-year-old me, pissed that I couldn't watch Sister, in parentheses, because we had satellite. And as I'm sitting there in my tiny rage, I see my fucking sister walk by the front door. Not sure if y'all have been to Mexico, but a lot of houses, their outdoor hallway. So like imagine being in your room and you open your door to the hallway and you're outside, still in your house, but there's no roof. You walk down the hall to the next room. Okay, so it's kind of like the hallways are outdoors. Yeah. I haven't been to a lot of places in Mexico. No. It's just like resort shit is all we've really been to.
Yeah.
So this is where she sees her sister walk by. I was in such shock that my gut instinct was, that's not her. In parentheses, it says, I was raised JW, which I believe is Jehovah's Witness. I stopped practicing about 10 years ago, but basically I knew it wasn't her because in this religion, when someone dies, they're dead until resurrection day. Ain't no ghost or coming back before that. I screamed my brother's name hysterically, and he ran in with a bat and swings at the figure and fucking poof. It's gone.
Wow.
To this day, I wonder what the fuck we saw and why. Yeah, they both saw it. That's crazy.
That's crazy. The fact that they both saw the same thing.
And the fact that it wasn't just someone that looked like your sister and like they actually hit them with the bat. You know, it went through them and they disappeared is terrifying. Were we just kids imagining things? How do we both imagine the same thing? Was it really her? If not, what was it? This house was very strange and had a well that my brother and I were always drawn to. Fuck, I'm just going to reread that. This house was... Damn it.
You stupid twat.
You're a twat. This house was very strange and had a well that my brother and I were always drawn to. During our time there, my mom had a mental breakdown. I would sleepwalk, and I had an incident with a doll that scarred me for life. Welp, that's my story. It says, well, that's my story. And then the next part of it says, story 2. So that was story 1. Here we go.
Wells are just scary things.
Because of the ring, mainly.
Because of the ring.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if you feel that way because of anything else but the ring. I remember when baby Jessica fell down the well, though.
Who's baby Jessica?
She was a baby named Jessica who fell down a well in the late 80s, early 90s.
Oh, it was a real person.
Yeah, and she got stuck down there, and they had this whole effort to, like, dig her out. So
did she survive?
She survived, yeah.
Okay.
She's fine. All right.
Did her dog help?
What?
Did her dog help? Was like, Lassie, take us
Probably.
to her.
I can't remember the story exactly, but it was like everyone. It was like national media attention to get this girl out of this well.
Jeez.
All right. Story 2. This happened when I was around 5 as well, before my sister passed away. The house we lived in parentheses mentioned in the previous story, was a very scary and strange house. Neighbors rumored that a bruja had previously lived there and done weird stuff and thrown weird things down the well that was by the kitchen. Anyway, living in Mexico, everyone is very superstitious, and one thing I remember is always being told not to play with dolls at night. So being the little dumbass I was playing with my Barbies and didn't realize it had gotten dark. My sister came into the room and told me something along the lines of, "Hey, stop playing with those Barbies, it's nighttime." Being the sting-headed 5-year-old I was, I've never heard sting-headed.
Sting-headed.
Stubborn.
Was stubborn.
Okay, I think it's stubborn. Spooky Mom let us know that one of these emails had a word that she had not seen before, which was sting-headed. And I was like, I wonder what context it'll come up in. Okay. I ignored her and continued to play. Time went by, and I was finally done playing, so I picked up my toys and headed to the room to put them away. I had a shelf right next to the door, adjacent to the door on the left where I would put my Barbies. I closed the door, got on my PJs, and opened the door to go hang out in my parents' room. When I opened the door, I must have done it really fast, and it caused the Barbie to fall, and when she hit the ground, she made a groaning sound. Like when you're walking and eat shit and no one is there, so you try to get up real quick. I'm just
it's
imagining... like Toy Story, where like Woody's just like, on accident.
I just imagine Peter Griffin from Family Guy when he falls.
It's so funny.
Oh, God.
All right, it goes on to say, I froze in terror when I heard my mom from the other room say, "Are you okay? Did you hurt yourself with the door?" So the mom heard the groan too.
Wow.
I was frozen for what felt like an eternity. I couldn't move, breathe, talk, anything. I felt pressure on my entire body, like if water was being poured down on me head first. I think that's like the adrenaline rushing through your body. I've totally felt that feeling before.
Really?
Yeah. My feet felt like they were being grabbed and held down, and all I could do was stand there wide-eyed. I was raised J-Dubs, Jehovah's Witness, so I started to pray and say Jehovah's name in my head in full head volume, like as loud as I could say it in my head, and finally I felt released. I started bawling and ran into my mom's room hysterical, scared for my little life, LOL. Again, can't explain why or what even happened, or if I imagined the whole thing. If that was the case, how did my mom hear the groan from the other room?
That's crazy. So it must have been really loud.
That's the thing, too. It could have just been you, like, panicking because you heard that noise. Okay, and the feeling of panicking and the feeling of being frozen is totally, like, understandable.
Did she throw it into the wall, the door or the wall? Or
the door she opened really fast, and it sounds like that chest that she, or the Jesus Christ. It sounds like that shelf or whatever that she had it set on, like the wind blew it off, but when it hit, it made the groaning noise.
Could that noise of the groan be the door opening up, or?
It could have been any of those things. She was 5 years old, so... I mean, it could have been the doll hitting the ground and being like, fuck!
Oh my God.
But we don't know. We weren't there. All right.
How do you say that in Spanish?
Fuck? I don't know. The email continues.
Okay.
Last story, motherfuckers. Just kidding. I love y'all. All right. That's weird to be called motherfucker.
Does that mean there's 4 stories? Or
this is 3.
Okay. But it said last story.
I think it's JK. for the motherfuckers part. I'm glad we got to break that sentence down because Robin didn't understand. All right. Story 3. Okay, so when I was 19, my stepfather died of cancer. He was 38, one of the best people I've ever known. My mom was very distraught, and our world was turned upside down. Dude, your mom and you have been through a lot.
Yeah.
His body was sent to Mexico so his parents could bury him and say goodbye. As the years passed, I would have occasional dreams of him, and one in particular where he showed up right after his death and told me he was okay.
Aww.
Another instance is right after his death, maybe a week or so, my mom and I were in the car talking about him when suddenly the car was filled with the scent of his cologne.
Wow.
We hear that so much where this like memory or you talking about someone that has just recently passed, all of a sudden you smell something that's super connected to them.
Like the smell of, like a lot of people smell cigarettes because their grandmas or whatever used
or
to
cigars or something like that. Or we just did gardenias from... Gardenias, whatever. I can never fucking say it right. From the Hollywood Sign Ghost. Peg Entwistle. So, email goes on to say...
No relation to the guy from The Who.
John Entwistle, I'm pretty sure. All right, we're going to keep going with this email. Filled the car. Like a huge bottle of Hugo Boss was emptied in the car. We took it as a sign that he was there with us spiritually. So years went by. I started to drink and party really hard as a way of coping. I don't think anyone can blame you.
No.
I did this for years. I was spiraling into depression and felt like no one could understand what it's like to lose a father twice. When my dad left us when we were young and then my stepdad passing away. So it's Thanksgiving Day and I just went out for a drive, driving aimlessly around town. I live in a pretty conservative town called Simi Valley, some Hispanics but predominantly white. Anyway, I ended up driving to the cemetery. It's a big Jewish cemetery. And just decided to get out and walk around. As I'm walking, I see a bench under a tree and thought, hey, this looks like a good place to cry, LOL.
Oh,
As I'm sitting
that's
there...
such an angsty thing to say.
Right?
You'd like to think in your head, I feel like.
I'm going to cry my fucking eyes
Like-
out of that bench.
Like, oh man, I remember being young and just being like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn the shower on and just sit in the shower and cry to myself.
I'm going to keep going, and then I'm going to pause when there's a good spot so I can tell you just a really quick story about crying.
Okay.
It goes on to say, as I'm sitting there bawling my eyes out, thinking, if I'm crying at a cemetery, no one will think it's crazy because it's a cemetery. That's really smart, by the way. I'm thinking about how different my life would be if my stepdad was around and how much I wish he was here. All right, so I'm going to take a pause really quick and just say, I had a friend. It was right when I was like getting out of high school, getting into college. I got my own apartment. And there's this Dane Cook stand-up that everyone was into. It's right when he was blown up. And he talks about how every now and then, like, you have a day where you just cry. You know, you feel like the weight of the world on your shoulders. It all just becomes real, and you cry your eyes out. And you attach yourself to, like, a phrase, like, I did my best. And, like, you just keep saying it. Or you'll, like, look in the mirror and see yourself crying, and then you think of more stuff to make yourself cry harder. And I was like, yep, I identify with all of this. And, he said that there's like always a friend who will reach out to you and say something that makes you feel better. Like, hey man, I just want you to know, like, you did your best, you know? And it was like, we were all like watching this stand up, and I had this huge party, and my friend was getting to leave with his then girlfriend, who's now his wife. And they were like kind of bickering a little bit. And she went to the bathroom, and he was just standing out there. And I was like, you know what, Joe? Like, you did your best, bro. You did your best. I shouldn't say his name. I have to fucking edit it.
It's on YouTube. It's going to be on YouTube forever.
No one ever watches the YouTube show anyways. Well, at least my friends don't. So I think he actually does come to think of it.
Oh my God.
He won't mind. He knows
He's going to message you and be like,
what
motherfucker.
the fuck, dude? No, but I told him, like, hey, bro, you did your best. You did your best, man. I swear to God, this isn't even a joke. He grabbed me and hugged me so hard, like the world was ending, and broke down in tears. And just started crying his eyes out. And he's like, I do my best, man. I try so fucking hard. He fucking unloaded like I was Oprah Winfrey. And I was just like, I held on to him for dear life. Like, he needs to get all this out before she gets out of the fucking bathroom and asks what I did to cause this. And so as soon as that door opened, he just like went like, two-tapper. He's like, okay, man, see you later. And just walked out. I was just like, did that fucking just happen? Did he mess with me or did I mess with him? Do we share a moment or did I just get punked? Like, I have no idea what happened. So I very much empathize with 19-year-old person looking for a place to cry, and then it just all pours out.
Yeah.
Sorry I interrupted your story, which is quite beautiful to tell you about my stupid drunken college nights. All right. The email continues. I'm marking it because I might just take all my bullshit out. I'll have to listen to it later. I was a Jehovah's Witness, so for many years we didn't celebrate holidays. When we left the church, we still didn't celebrate because it just felt weird. But when my mom got with my stepdad and he brought the holidays into our lives, things changed. I had my first Christmas when I was 16. He spoiled me rotten and got me 2 kittens and tons of things to unwrap.
Aww.
We did Thanksgiving, called it Dia del Pavo Turkey Day. He brought light into our lives. So here I am, crying at the cemetery, and I looked down and saw my foot was accidentally stepping on a headstone. I don't know why, but I stopped to look, and it had his first name, Raphael.
Wow.
There are a lot of people that I know who want their headstones to be benches, so that people can come and like sit down and talk to them, or sit down and like take a load off, even if you don't know them. And it's just so cool that like this email is literally about that working and that exact thing happening. The email goes on. Remember, I'm in a white-ass town in a Jewish cemetery. When I saw his name on the random bench on this random day that I just decided to go driving around on, I lost my shit. I felt like he was there again, telling me he was keeping an eye out for me. Since then, whenever I feel shitty or need to think, I come here.
That's really cool that now you have a place to go to.
Yeah. I feel like this is a place I could visit and bring flowers to since he was buried in Mexico, and I can't really go and do that there. So those are my stories. I hope you enjoyed them. In parentheses, on rocking chair, sips beer, and burps. I love the pod. I listen to all your episodes, and sometimes I feel like I'm listening to my friends, and when I need someone to take my mind off shit, you guys are there. Weird shit will happen, and I will think of ways... wait. God damn it. It's just a weird sentence. Weird shit will happen, and I think, wait till I tell Adam and Robin. And then I'm like, oh, yeah,
cute.
I don't know them. LOL.
Oh, no.
Keep up the good work and keep on creeping on. Love, Brianda. Well, thank you so much for sending that in. That was absolutely amazing. And one, we are your friends. And
you can always join the Discord and just post random stuff because everybody posts really random stuff.
Yeah.
And
you can also reach out to us on our social medias and be like, yo, guess what happened to me? Like, we want to hear that shit. That's why we have them, so that there's like some way you guys can connect with us. It's sincerely not about like us just having a social media presence and we hire a social media manager to like run our shit. It's us, man.
Yeah.
All that shit's us. Like, we're the one answering your messages every single time.
And all our posts, we're posting it. We don't have like this mass program that posts everything for us.
It's all manual, and it is a pain in the ass. And the best thing about doing the social medias on our own is like actually interacting with people that listen to the show. So always feel free to reach out. You've been through a lot, and it's nice to see that you found some ways to like cope with it. And it's a really nice email. So thank you very much for sharing it with us. All right, let's go over into Stream Chat. That was my long one, just an FYI, so I don't have another long one for the rest of the show. I missed quite a few notifications. Hero for Life 388, I'm pretty sure I called out when you followed. If not, thank you for following. Spooky Flea resubscribed with Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime or whatever for the 4th month. Tater Tots 21, that's a good fucking name. I'm so hungry for Tater Tots now. Followed us 7 minutes ago, and Lady M used 200 bits to cheer. We appreciate that. In addition, Lady M redeemed a drink. Glitch Grim redeemed a drink. I think Lady M redeemed a high five. We might have already done that one.
I don't think we high five because my hand doesn't hurt.
We did high five, but I initiated it, and I don't think you realized it was a redemption. We'll do another high five and then 2 drinks.
Did I really high five you?
You really did.
Oh, man. Yeah, see, now my hand feels it.
Emanon just donated 300 bits as well. Thank you so much,
Thank you so much.
Healing himself. I'm pretty sure that's what that was about.
Let's see. It's
not that bad, and I'm going to tell you why. All that rum is settling on the bottom while I read that.
Gross.
Guaranteed. It's all going to be down here. You can even see that it's lighter at the bottom a little bit.
I don't know. Laura Ann says, I mean, I don't blame you. I'd buy Disney merch too. I wish it was cuter. I wish the 65th anniversary merch didn't suck. A lot of
Do they not have any tumblers that said like annual pass holder?
Nothing. The annual pass holder thing was one like Haunted Mansion type pin, and then one that had the Toad on it from Mr. Toad had Mr. Toad on it from Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Oh, okay, got you.
And I'm not a big fan of Mr. Toad, so I'm like, no thanks. And then there's like t-shirts. I have so many t-shirts, and I rarely go out to wear them. So I like this shirt I wear once a week. Probably I wear this shirt all the fucking time.
She has so many t-shirts.
I just have a lot of shirts, and I don't go through them all.
She had
so I'm
so
like,
many
why would I do
loot
that?
boxes for the longest time that sent her like 1, maybe 2 shirts sometimes, like a month. It was nuts. Her drawer is completely full of t-shirts.
Yeah,
like, she has so many drawers that are just stuffed so fucking tight.
Yeah, I have lots of t-shirts. People always buy me t-shirts. I don't need to spend more money on an ugly t-shirt. And then a lot of the stuff was sold out. So like the backpack was sold out. A lot of other pins were sold out. It was just sold out stuff left and right. So I just bought like a button-up shirt that has, it's like camping themed. I don't know, whatever.
All right, I say we start burning through some of this chat because we have a bunch.
Okay.
Jay Valor says, I'm the breadwinner, but my husband takes care of the bills. Hashtag thankful.
Nice.
Can we try that?
No. Emanon used to highlight my message and said, Adam, you need to shave the sides, grow the top out long, and you can definitely keep the stash.
Cool. I like that.
I definitely want you to shave the sides. You need to just...
Sides are already pretty fucking short.
They're over your ears.
They're getting over my ears.
Perlar says it's Mishawaka.
What is?
The name of that place.
Oh, right on. Damn it. Nikesh over there on YouTube says, hello there, everyone. I stopped by once like 6 months ago, but good to drop in again. Thank you for dropping in.
Thanks.
Sorry it took so long to get to your message. It was like 30 minutes ago. Holy shit.
Laura Ann says... I say shave the stash. It's been a while since I've seen Adam without a stash. So we have different views here.
The stash is staying, though. This night is not about the stash. It's just about the hair. Christina says in regards to the immortality, I would learn everything I can if it ran in the family.
We got to redeem 3 drinks.
Holy
Perlar
shit.
also did. I didn't even drink
what?
one.
Who redeemed 3 drinks?
Glitch, Lady
I
M,
already
and
drank
Perlar.
my drink. You didn't do that after the high five?
Mm.
Yeah. And I called out the one that Perlar redeemed. I'm going to do it again, I guess. All right.
Glitch says, what if there is more magic / spirits and stuff like that in Mexico because they believe more?
That might be.
That might be.
Glitch just redeemed a drink.
Oh, fuck. I still have 3 to go.
I get going, man. In regards to immortality, Ciara said, I would try a new Cold Stones combo every day. That's pretty good.
McShake and Bake says, I feel like it's the same with Pacific Asian countries. Belief of spirits is so ingrained in their culture that the collective unconscious creates what it believes.
Yeah, it opens the doorway because there's not this doubt holding it closed.
And they kind of are more open about spiritual things and religion things and like the beliefs that there are spirits and different gods and things to believe in, that kind of makes it more common. I don't know. Whereas out here, it's like, I don't want anything to do with them ghosts.
Right. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Emily says, I would learn every and all languages and go to every country. And then after that
I would learn all languages.
And rule the world.
No, I just want to learn all languages so I could travel anywhere.
You could start learning all the languages now, even though you're not immortal, and just hope you acquire it along the way. That way you can start doing cooler stuff when you are immortal.
I just watched the movie with Charlize Theron,
who, by the way,
is smoking hot,
fucking gorgeous, dude.
Yeah.
I remember her in.
She's like an atomic blonde.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much. I remember her. The first movie I remember seeing her in was called Trial and Error with Jeff Daniels, Charlize Theron, obviously, and then Seinfeld's Kramer. What is his name? I don't remember his name. But it was just a silly movie, and she was like this girl who was dressed up to be cute, but she was also this fucking smoking hot chick who was dressed down. I just remember being she is the epitome of gorgeous when I was a kid.
She plays really, really good characters.
And she has just made her career making badass characters, not gorgeous chick. She's not always the gorgeous chick in movies, you know? She's an amazing actress, and she's also kind of fucking terrifying. Those action scenes are scary, man.
In the movie that I watched, she plays an immortal alongside other immortals, and it's a really cool movie, action movie. You guys should watch it. I think it's really good. It's based off of a graphic novel, and I'm waiting for a sequel because it is just such a good movie. If you like comic book movies,
what was it called?
Things. The Old Guard.
The Old Guard.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Ciara switched over to Twitch. That hurts my feelings. Emily says, I cut my own bangs and they were friggin' cute. That's good, because a lot of times cutting your own bangs doesn't go well.
Yeah, my sister just called me earlier and she said that her friend cut her daughter's bangs. And she hates them.
Sean over there on YouTube says, Duck Society. I live as a hermit. You be like the old man hermit who would wander in every now and then.
Lady M says, OMG guys, I don't have to be up at 4 a.m. anymore. I can actually stay up for the whole podcast and not be totally dead tomorrow. Woo! That's great. That's super awesome.
Emily said, I love Robin's shirt. Oh my God, I am jelly. Lay epic
Thank you.
pod.
I think I got... Where did I get this shirt? I don't even know.
E3.
Did I?
Yep.
Was it in the little mystery box?
Yeah, you and your sister were like, we have to get enough
went
to pay for the mystery box.
The
we get a
Bethesda
t-shirt.
booth and bought a whole bunch of stuff and got mystery boxes. And they said everything was going to be different in each box. Each box was exactly the same. I was so disappointed.
Emily said in regards to the story, they both saw it. What the hell? Burn that house, bitch. Shannon said, my phone died. I'm back, but I missed the spooky part. Luckily, there was a lot more spooky parts to go.
Captain Fake Eye says, y'all can just up and look normal after bawling your eyes out like that. I definitely can't. She says, I look like I'm ugly crying for 3 hours after at least. Tater Tot says, I look like I've been crying 3 days later. If I cry the night before, I will wake up with the puffiest eyes. There was one day I tried to...
If we fight, she looks like I've beaten her for 3 days.
I tried to put makeup on the next morning, and oh my God. There's no amount of eyeliner you could put over my eyelids to cover up that grossness.
If we fight, which is not... I'm not going to say it's rare, but it's definitely not common that we'll fight to the point where anyone cries. Or if, the trailer for Mulan comes on...
What?
She's going to have puffy eyes. She cries every time the fucking commercial for that live action movie comes on. Christina Vasquez over on YouTube says, what if the Barbie doll said, I'm too old for this after she groaned? I would have laughed my ass off and been like, I'll keep your secret, Barbie doll. Emily said, quick question. What would happen to the pod if something happens to one of you? We probably wouldn't do it anymore. We would have one last episode to announce, hey,
so-and-so died.
Robin fell into a wood chipper. We all knew it was coming sooner or later. The pod will not go on without her.
Yeah.
So,
wait, why am I the one that dies first?
I mean, you always say you're gonna die first because you're gonna have some sort of horrible accident, which is why I went with.
No, that's not true.
I'll die of a heart attack from stress. You'll die of falling into a wood chipper because you're not paying attention. No, You saw my physical when I went to the doctor. She like circled stuff in green and told me how great my levels were. They were at the point where they tell healthy people, like, here's where you get get better. I am the healthiest fat guy. I swear, I knock on wood, I really need to go get myself checked out now.
I was going to say, she did tell you you've been,
she said,
indulging a bit too much.
You were clearly a very healthy person who has indulged for too long. And I was like, yep, I sure was. So that was nice to get that.
Woo Scaryish told Tater Tots that you can use your Twitch Prime to subscribe to our channel for free.
It's true.
Totally true. You can go to twitch.amazon.com, pretty sure. And Woo Scaryish said, Cat Beatrix says, then Saturday you can join Scary Movie Watch Party. That's this weekend.
Yep.
So this weekend we're going to be watching a scary movie. We alternate. Last weekend we played more Walking Dead. This weekend's going to be a scary movie. Next weekend will be more Walking Dead.
All right. Looks like Argus Filch has joined us over there on YouTube and says, hi, what up? It says, I'm Fritzo Tricks. Right on. Good to know that some people are switching over from Twitch to YouTube.
Lady M says, pie is gross. Cake's better. I love cake.
I love cake.
Pie. I love custard pie.
Cake.
Custard pie is the best. Woo Scarier says, sorry, definitely more of a pie person. Okay. Everybody's going to have wars about pie and cake.
Everyone's being super nice to each other over there. Emily says, this is an intense episode. It totally is an intense episode this week.
Woo Scarier says, homemade chocolate chip cookies. Adam loves chocolate chip cookies.
I do.
Just so you know. Squidward's Poppy says, Adam, what if you just get a buzz cut?
No, I don't have the head for a buzz cut anymore. I would get a buzz cut if I was still skinny.
His head is too square.
Is it square?
I think it's...
I would get a buzz cut if I was
round.
still skinny because
Sorry,
like...
bud.
It doesn't look so bad when I actually have a jaw to have like my beard blend into my hair, but when you're fat and it's just like your beard and your jowls blend into your head, it just looks weird. Plus, I don't want to have that thing. I haven't looked at the back of my head with my head shaved too far. We get like a pack of hot dogs in the back of your head because you're too big. I don't want that. So, you know what I'm talking about, do you?
You do have some.
I don't have a pack of hot dogs. No, I don't.
You got
I have
one hot dog.
I have a ridge. It's just a ridge. You're being a dick. Someone asked Argus Filch if they were a new spooky friend. They said, also, no, I'm not new. I've been listening for a while. I just lurk. I love that answer. God. That's such a good answer. Christina says, what is a superior potato form? French fries, mashed potatoes, tater tots, or baked potatoes? I'm going to go ahead and go with tater tots. Chili cheese tater tots from Sonic is one of my biggest indulgences, which I also haven't had since quarantine started. So
Perlar edited the pronunciation of that area and said it's Michoacan.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm really glad I didn't read it in the story because what I can do is go back and edit in a proper pronunciation. For things I don't know how to pronounce, I do 3 or 4 YouTube videos, and then I also do anything I can find. YouTube videos, I mean how to pronounce videos, and then I find something else that's covered my topic and listen to how someone else pronounces it. And if I'm doing actual human being that's been talked about before, I try and find an interview with them or their family so I can hear them introduced. That's where I get my pronunciations from, which is another reason why it's annoying for me when people are like, you said that name wrong. It's I put in 30 minutes figuring out how to fucking say that name right. I'm sorry that you heard it somewhere else, but this is how I heard it on fucking MSNBC or CNN or something from the goddamn 70s like I did with all the Manson shit. That's a pain in the ass.
Eminon says, as of right now, I'm in control, and Adam keeps the stash. I think Adam's going to keep the stash anyway.
She really likes the stash. She told me this the other day.
But you guys can choose whether or not he cuts his hair or lets it grow out for another
Nikesh says, I like to lurk, but glad to be back. Gotta keep stopping by since I'm stuck at home anyways. Absolutely. We're going to be here too, so it's always nice when people stop by. Sean says, scallop potatoes. That's a fucking answer. That's a great answer. My mom does scallop potatoes with some onions in there, a bunch of cheese, and little slices of ham, and it is out of this world.
Squidward's Poppy says, have you seen Ultraviolet? Charlize was badass in that. I thought Ultraviolet was Angelina Jolie.
I don't know, actually.
Or no, am I thinking someone else?
You might be thinking Salt.
Salt.
Shout out to ASB Bunny who resubscribed using Twitch Prime for the 12th month. It says, here's to many more years. Congratulations for your 1-year anniversary. We appreciate you. Also, Jenna Tolles, who followed us over there on Twitch. I don't know if I called you out, but thank you so much for following us. People talking about how much they love Charlize Theron, as
Awkward
you should.
Artist Play says, you're gorgeous too, Adam. Don't sell yourself short.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Christina says to Sean over there, I have never had scalloped potatoes before, but they sound delicious.
What? They're really good.
They really are.
Squidward's Poppy says, I mean Aeon Flux.
I have not seen Aeon Flux, but I remember that scene where she whistles and all the marbles show up. And they're like explosives.
I've seen the animated show, Aeon Flux, a whole bunch. because my older sister used to watch it a bunch, and there are just some episodes where they stick in your mind because they're so fucked up. The one episode of Aeon Flux that I will always remember is there's this chick that has like a piece of metal or whatever in her back, like a little thing that keeps her back, I don't know, straight or something, because whenever she takes it out, she can like bend and do weird shit. But she's trying to escape this town or something, this compound. And when she tries to escape, something happens, but she gets sliced in half by lasers, or her legs get cut off by lasers or something like that. And it's just so fucked up because it like pans out and you just see her laying there with her limbs cut off. It's just, ugh. I don't know. That show's really good.
I'm glad we went to all those non-specific details to describe
really
a very specific death. Jay Valor says, I usually have spoons in the freezer to help with my eyes swelling from crying, but if you're like me and keep crying, they'll stick to your eyelids. That's so funny.
Burlar says, spoon in the freezer for 10 minutes, then over your eyes helps.
Nice.
All right. Laura Ann says, can't wait for the new Mulan.
Emily says, no, Adam, you will die of a cuteness attack from Robin. Cuteness as in she'll probably strangle me to death.
Yeah, no, I don't. Sometimes I'm cute. Sometimes I'm just like, fuck you. 52DZ says, damn, randomly placed wood chippers. Glitch says, stupid wood chippers.
Scrolling.
Glitch says, great, Adam. I don't want my short hair. Thanks. Look what you did. Tater Tot says,
I'm talking about how it'll look on me with apparently my square-shaped, disgusting head.
Tater Tot says, if you shave your head, you can look like the CeeLo Green meme where his head looks like the mouth of a dolphin. What the fuck?
That's funny.
I've never seen that. I don't even know what that is.
And in response, CeeLo Green will be like, fuck you. Anyways.
Perlar says that I'm still saying that one city wrong because I'm putting the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. I am not good at it.
Emily says there's a 100-year-old woman who survived 2 pandemics and 2 cancers. I assume you're talking about your grandmother, and that is awesome.
Wow. Perlar, no, I already read that one.
I'll thank the Lord I'm at the bottom of my chat.
I'm What's for Dinner says, Adam, get a mullet.
Fuck. I'm gonna have the reverse mullet right now, though.
Yeah, he's like...
long on top, short in the back.
But it's like so long. He's been walking around with a ponytail. Or a top knot, or whatever they're called.
It's been like more of a ponytail. I haven't really top knotted it too much.
Squidward's Poppy says Ultraviolet is Mila Jovovich. Who is Lilu Dallas Multipass. Scrolling. 52DZ says, I got drunk and had cheese curds the other day. Just thought I'd let you know.
Cheese curds are so fucking good.
Cheese curds. Cheese curds are so good. I love how squeaky they are. They're so delicious.
All right, I am caught up in my YouTube chat. I'm going to get my second email open and ready to go. Are we going to run a 60-second ad?
Ad? Yeah, run a 60-second ad.
I don't want to run it while you're reading people's chats because you're reading from Twitch, which is where they actually get the ad.
Nico Kren says, hello, new to Twitch, but I've been listening to the podcast for about 2 years. Nice.
Hello.
Nice. We've been around for so long, dude.
I know.
Oh, my God.
Moving on to 3 years soon.
ASB Bunny says, I'm getting hungry, but I don't think potatoes are good for breakfast. What? What are hash browns then? What?
Dre just subscribed for the 10th month using
Thank
Twitch
you so
Prime.
much.
Thank you so much, Dre. We appreciate you.
Potatoes are great for breakfast.
I like my hash browns well done, which is one of the few things I actually like well done.
Both the cubed hash browns and then like the shredded hash browns.
I really like the cubed hash browns.
I love McDonald's hash browns.
That's true as well. I love McDonald's hash browns. I like those circular small disc hash browns you get from Burger King, even though I barely ever go there.
Little disc hash browns.
I don't think I've ever had breakfast from Chick-fil-A. I don't eat at Chick-fil-A very often, to be very honest. So, just saying. They just put them into Vegas like 2 years ago, and there's only 3 locations, I think, and they're all out of the way.
There's 2 Chick-fil-A's on my way to work. So, well, when I was working. And so I would get breakfast at Chick-fil-A all the time. But they're hash browns. Choice.
Choice. I see the glitch says, Adam, do not man bun. Don't do it. I'm What's Her says, how would Adam look with the haircut that looked like a Pidgeotto's head, feathers / hair? Pretty bad, probably.
Eminon says, my God, Robin, I just had a seizure. I don't understand. What did I do? I'm not sure.
She does a lot of stuff. Was she flashing very brightly? Did she shine bright like a diamond?
ASB Bunny says, mullets are in fashion here in Sue's and is horrible.
How could mullets be back in fashion?
I don't know. Laura Ann
says KFC is better. Don't at me. I've never had KFC breakfast, unless you're just referring to the famous bowl.
The famous bowls are okay.
That thing is bomb as fuck.
Well, no, I already read that one. Laura Ann says, I want to see the Adam ponytail. It's just like
if you have a hair tie, I can put it into it really quick.
No, I just have a bracelet. I'm not.
Right. Well, we're gonna take a 60-second break, and you can grab one. So.
No. What?
What? You don't have to untie your hair. Like,
all right, fine.
Adam, do a fro. My hair doesn't fro out like that.
The fancy iguana says, "What's it?"
Did you just bleat like a goat?
The fancy iguana says, "What's a cheese curd?" It's
a deep fried piece of cheese.
No, it's not cheese though. It's a cheese curd.
Whatever.
And it's like squeakier than cheese. I think it's a little chewier than cheese. It doesn't like melt like cheese melts. I think it's the stuff they skim off the top, right?
Probably. All right. I implore you to let us take this 60-second break so we can come back and get to another story.
All right.
All right. So we're going to take a break right now. We'll come back. We'll read more. But Robin's going to go grab that hair tie most importantly. And I'm going to get this thing ready. Most of you are not going to get a commercial. We'll just say that. The unlucky ones do. The normal people don't.
Emanon said, Robin, whenever you mispronounce emphasis and syllable pronunciation is key. I had a seizure. It was bad. Yeah, okay. Adam, that's like Adam's favorite joke to run because that's how Christopher Walken talks. And at any time someone brings
wrong
up
emphasis, wrong syllable.
So that's how he describes.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Yeah, that's how he describes Christopher Walken.
I love Christopher Walken. All right, we're going to go ahead and click run 60-second ad. So some of you will be back in 60 seconds. Some of you will stare at us awkwardly. It is so fucking hot in here. This is, not it is. Oh my god, all the YouTube people are still with us. My favorite part is when we run the ad, all the people that are bragging on Twitch like, I didn't get a fucking ad.
YouTube's like, oh hey.
Yeah, we never have ads. We also can't donate money or participate in games. See that? I fucking caught that in the air. Ow, that hurt. Emanon says, we are among the unlucky. Awkward Arts Place says, I got one. I'm Wondering says, what are a buffalo's wings?
What?
Luna Bing got an ad. Laura Ann did not get an ad.
Well, I'm Wondering says, what are buffalo's wings? Where
where
are buffalo's wings? Oh, I don't know. Why do they call it Buffalo Wild Wings?
It was originally called Buffalo Wild Wings, just saying.
Yeah, I know, but why are they called buffalo wings?
I don't know. Ask the buffalo.
Oh, I got a new phone today. I don't know. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I posted a bunch about it on my Instagram story. But I got a new phone, and I'm so stoked. It's the BTS special edition Samsung. And
I didn't get all of it in there, but I got most of it in there.
Cute.
No.
No, not cute.
She hates it so much.
But I got the BTS phone, and it's cute. It has like cute notification sounds, and it literally has like the BTS logo all over it. The camera has a little purple heart on it. It's, oh my god,
so dumb.
It's so cute.
What model phone is that actually?
This is the Samsung S20 Plus. So
S20?
Yeah.
Good lord, I have an S10. You doubled me. Glitch says Adam looking like the Green Ranger. I did a really bad job of putting it up, but whatever. It was really quick. Laura Ann says the ponytail is glorious. This is not a man bun. I don't man bun. I don't have my hair long enough to man bun it. I sometimes put it on top and not.
Well, Adam actually doesn't look bad.
Thank you. That's shocking for some reason to you.
No, Adam, take it down or I'll get the hose.
Wow. Jay Valor says
it is awful.
Jay Valor says, let your hair grow. You can always get it cut. I know.
ASB Bunny says, you got the BTS phone, so jealous.
We went and deposited money at the bank, and as we're leaving, she goes, I think now's a good time to tell you that I bought that BTS phone.
I was
like, are you fucking, you could have said that you were buying it when you bought it. You didn't have to tell me.
I got the BTS phone. I got the BTS stupid earbuds. Samsung put out an ad, and it was like, hey, check out all this BTS stuff. And I was just so weak. Really and it comes with so much. I have like 1 million little photo cards of all the different members of BTS, and it's super cute. I don't know. I have a problem.
All right, you wrap up your Twitch chat, then I can move on to my second email of the show.
My tablet's
it's almost 8 o'clock, so.
What? Shut the front door.
7:34, dude.
Oh my god. Okay, go.
No, I just told you.
Oh, it's my turn?
Finish up your Twitch chat, and then I'll read my next email.
Oh, okay. I'm ready.
You're ready? You're just going to skip over everyone's chitter chatter?
Yeah, well,
you talked about your BTS phone for 20 minutes. You're like, fuck what they have to say?
No. Squidward Swappy says, I love it. You should definitely try the man bun. It'll be an experience.
Oh, no. This is no man bun. I've man bunned before.
Emanon says, no, Adam. It is a man bun. Don't let anybody tell you different. Take it down right now.
This is a ponytail. Maybe
Awkward
a top
Artist
knot,
Place
but
says,
no man bun.
Awkward Artist Place says, self-control, Robin. Glitch says, what's a BTS?
It's a Korean pop band.
It's a Korean pop band. They were on like Jimmy Fallon. They're really big right now. They're fucking everywhere. What other collaborations do they have right now?
I have no idea.
It's like BTS and Blackpink are all over America right now.
I like Blackpink.
Adam
Blackpink's
loves
good.
Blackpink too. And the two of them are just these bands, these Korean pop bands that are somehow like all over
I'm just
the US.
saying Blackpink could hit me with their do anytime.
Wow. Ask your Amazon Alexa to listen to that song.
Because the way they pronounce it when they read it back to you, like playing
No. It's like D-U-D-U-D-D-D. It's so...
Right, keep going with that Twitch chat.
Anyway, okay. I'm done. You can just go.
All right. Robin's just not going to read your shit. Y'all should switch over to YouTube.
Read what?
All right. Here we go. I'm moving on to my second and shortest email of the show. I'm going to give that a new intro, actually, because Robin was saying, read what? Over the front of it.
Bitch.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move into my second email of the show. And this is my short one. Starts out like this. The subject is from Abby on Facebook, which means it was sent on Facebook. And it was sent over to our email by Robin. Good job, Robin. Way to curate it and make sure that everyone gets their voices heard. Starts out like this. Hey, Scaryish.
Hello.
What's up?
That's us. That's you guys too.
Yeah.
We're all Scaryish.
I'm from a smallish town in Illinois. My name is Abby, and I have a ghost story. It's a pretty solid opening line. This happened when I was in middle school. When I was in middle school, my friend was into paranormal stuff, so she had a crystal pendulum, which is said to contact spirits. So I feel like we've read this one before. Have we?
I don't know. I don't remember this.
All right. Well, she doesn't remember this.
If somebody remembers this, they'll let us know.
I remember the crystal pendulum. So me, her, and one more friend decided to play with it at her house. Her house is haunted. We heard footsteps when no one was home and other noises without causes, but we decided to play with the pendulum. You ask a question and it spins one way, it means yes, the other way is no, and the faster and higher is the more powerful the spirit. We decided to ask the spirit if her house... God damn it. We decided to ask the spirit in her house some questions, and it was okay at first, but it started to get weird because we started to hear noises and then asked if it was them, and they said yes and made it spin fast. I have more stories from her house if you want them. Yeah, we totally read this one before.
Okay.
So...
Do you want to read a different one then?
Fuck. Robin's going to read hers, and then I'm going to have another one waiting when
All
she
right.
is done, although I don't have any emails on this laptop.
Oh.
That will make it challenging, but Robin's going to go ahead and take it instead. I'm going to take down this ponytail before everyone loses their minds.
All right, so the email I'm going to read is titled Bad Dreams, and it goes, hey guys. Hello, we're the guys.
Hello.
It's Alexis again from Georgia. Noise.
What up, Alexis from Georgia?
I was listening when you guys read my previous message on another episode, and I figure now is the time to send another one that has been happening recently. You guys are amazing. Please keep it up. I love the show. I listen to it while I work since I'm usually alone in a room, but that does spook me pretty often when I do get my visitors or just generally in the empty building. I'm spooked very easily. So
she's literally spooked. Literally today I was like, I'm going to go to the restroom, and then she went instead. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to go in there and open the door really quickly, and I guarantee you she screams. And, of course, she did.
I was on the phone with my sister.
I was like, bah! Like, closed it, and she's like, I hate you!
Anyway, so it's well known that college kids are under a lot of stress in their day-to-day lives, and I don't mean to complain, but I feel it rather often. I get by, though, with the help of my boyfriend and each of our 4 amazing dogs. Oh, I want 4 dogs. I'll include pictures if I can figure out how to add them at the end. But lately, my stress levels have peaked at the end of semester exams as I'm trying to finish out classes and also fighting with a decision to just move into my boyfriend's or just buy a house, apartment, etc. This stress has given me some weird dreams. I did a small amount of Googling into dream meanings only to validate that, yes, they're stress dreams. I rarely remember my dreams day to day, but these were so vivid they must have made a good enough impact in my brain that they lasted until my waking hours. That's what's so interesting about dreams. Some dreams you're just like, whatever. But then there's those dreams that just stick with you even after you wake up, go about your day, do a whole bunch of stuff, and you're still like, I remember what you did in my dream last night.
Wow. I have so many dreams that I think during my dream, like, this is important. Like, I need to remember this. And then I wake up and I'm like, I don't remember a fucking thing except that it felt like it was important and it's gone forever now.
I hate the ones where it's like you have the dream and you wish so badly that it were real. Like, I've had dreams where I was bala shot kala, and then I wake up, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm poor.
I had this dream. I've been debating about sharing this dream with you guys, and it just got brought up in my brain again. I'm realizing I'm probably not going to forget it for some time. But I had this dream, and I'm going to share it with you guys because I think it's kind of funny. I'll wait until after this email, though. Just don't let me forget about my dream.
All right.
That'll actually be it'll be in place of the third email because we have 2 really fucking long emails back to back. And I think 3 emails and a dream story is more than enough.
All right,
Does that work for you? Cool.
Yeah, perfect.
Got it.
For the first one, it began with me starting down the stairs of my childhood home. It was split-level stairs, and I remember grabbing the railing and feeling the wood slide under my hand as I descended the stairs. As I got to the bottom level of the house, the laundry room was directly in front of me. The downstairs was dark and smoky, not unlike the upside down on Stranger Things, and I could see things darting around at the corners of my vision that looked like little gargoyles with blazing red eyes
no big deal.
That left little trails suspended in the air. As I was standing there at the bottom of the stairs, I grew angry that something would be heading to my room, so I followed it around the corner into my old room. It still had the pink walls with my bed on one end next to the closet. I saw one of the thing's eyes from behind the slats in the closet. That's horrifying.
Yeah.
Anything hiding in the closet is just, okay, no. So demons and things like that you can kind of see peeking out from your closet, or like when your closet doors creak open and stuff like that, scares me.
I will say, though, that's when you establish dominance, and if you see it peeking at you, you say, you merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it.
Adam ordered that stupid Bane mask.
I ordered myself a mask for quarantine, COVID, all that stuff, and it has the design on the front of it that looks like Bane. It's like a cloth mask that just has like the graphic of Bane's mask. I am going to talk like Bane everywhere I go until this pandemic clears up. I'm so excited.
With anger, I slid open the door and picked up the gray toddler-sized thing. That's brave of you. It really did just look like a gray toddler, and I gave its head a gnarly twist, and it came off in my hand. That's terrifying.
Let's hope it wasn't an actual toddler.
The dream was so realistic. That's the part that unnerves me. I could feel the ligaments and vertebrae separate before I tossed the 2 pieces I had just made onto the floor and made my way to the bed. I don't know how I knew there was one under the bed, but I didn't hesitate as I quickly climbed under, grabbed another by the head, and twisted it off as it bit my hand.
You sound like the monster in this dream, I'm just saying.
We've been watching Paranormal Activity, and you sound like Katie.
Wow. I guess she does.
She's been snapping necks, man.
Cashing checks and snapping necks. Because even though she's possessed, that bitch is rich. I'm just saying. She has money.
This one, too, squished and wriggled in my hands before I tossed it aside. I woke up with a start before cuddling I woke up with a start before cuddling back into the large person beside me. May or not use him as an actual human shield against sleep paralysis demons. That's fucking funny. I've dated people, though, where I've had sleep paralysis and you just try your best to try and wake them up, but you're not moving. And so you're just staring at them in the back like, fuck you.
I've dated someone who literally gets annoyed when they know I'm having sleep paralysis because I shake the one limb that I have free. And they're just like, rather than wake me up, they just let me struggle through it. That person's her. You're a dickhead,
I was going to say,
you.
like, is that me?
I hate you so much for that. She was like, I know you had sleep paralysis last night because you kept moving your foot. I was like, you could have just moved me and woke me up, and you let me struggle with thinking I was going to die. She's like, I was trying to sleep. I hate her so much sometimes.
My second dream came a week later, which was much more obvious to me that it was stress-induced. As I've always known, teeth falling out in a dream is stress, and it likely stems from my fear of falling apart. This one begins in a dirty-ish bathroom that isn't familiar to me at all. Think of any gas station bathroom ever. Grungy mirror, questionable fluids, the whole 9.
Gross.
Add a creepy yellow flickering light, and y'all have a good idea of the picture. If the bathroom lights are flickering, I will not go in there. If there's a stall that doesn't have a light over it, freaks me out. Not going to go in there. I will walk back out. I'd rather pee on the side of the building than do that.
I have a pretty strict policy. If that stuff's happening in the stall, I just go in the sink. I mean, you have...
I can't do that.
I can. The miracle of being a dude. So you can poop in a sink. You can poop in a sink all day. I know what you're... If it's flickering, it's way better than getting in there with a demon. Just saying. Hashtag alternatives. Hashtag solution finder.
Hashtag alternative. I can't even speak. Okay. Beep, beep, boop, boop, bah. Okay.
You're killing me, man.
I walk into... Okay, now I gotta start over now.
Holy fuck balls.
I walk into the room. I don't remember opening or shutting the door. I wasn't in the room, and then I was. I blinked in, and with the blinking shutter of the light that was lightly buzzing overhead, I walked over to the counter in front of the mirror and leaned into it. I was staring myself in the eyes, which, if that isn't creepy enough on its own, with each flicker of the light, images of different emotions like maniacal laughter or terrible anger would flicker across my face. I leaned in a little closer until I was about 6 inches away from the mirror when it flickered and actually went out and back on again. This time, I had a light bulb in my hand. The image in front of me that was supposed to be me then had a light bulb in their hand, like a really old-timey glass one. They then violently shoved it in their mouth, crunching down hard on the glass enough to chip teeth and make sickening sounds. That part of Oculus, that movie
when
Oculus,
she bites the apple and it turns out
it's
a light bulb.
Yeah. No way. There were like 4 or 5 crunchy, chomping, bloody bites before that wouldn't do any more. And then the image that was supposed to be me started shoving her hands in her own mouth. This is not just a bad dream. This is a goddamn nightmare.
This is a horrible horror movie.
This is, it's a horror movie, dude. So she shoves her hands in her mouth, but the shards of glass and teeth kept them from doing anything but leaving rake marks on the cheeks of my face. The noise is what woke me up. I heard and felt all of this as if it were happening and woke up again with a start to find that my fan had a paper fall and stick to the back of it. I can hear the sound of the fan hitting that paper, and I bet your brain heard that noise and was like, we're going to put this in your dream.
What's wrong with it, y'all?
Yeah.
Get the writers in this room. We're going to go with this.
I stayed up a couple more hours that night in the living room instead of in bed, trying to get that image out of my head. And now you guys are stuck with it too. Thanks. I really appreciate what you guys do and realize that these don't entirely count as personal stories, as they're just terrible figments of my anxiety brain trying to talk itself through an issue it's going through as I rest. But it's the closest thing I have to actual ghost stories, but I would understand if you'd rather not read these, or they're already being read. You're good.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And we really, really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And it's so funny too, because it totally spurred a memory of a dream in my brain that I was like, I have to remember this dream and share it with fucking A, and share it with the spooky friends. So full disclosure, we had 4 emails. One of them that I was going to read was very, very short, and we'd actually already read it before. So I'm going to replace that with the story of my dream. I had this dream like a month ago, and I debated about telling it on the show because of the contents of it. But listening to this, and it's like, well, you're stuck with it now.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and share it. I shared it with Robin as soon as I woke up because it was so vivid. I wanted her to know. So I was stuck in the house I grew up in, which is typically the house that I'm in if I'm having a nightmare. And now that I'm a little bit older and I'm a little bit more in control of my dreams, when stuff starts to happen that's really creepy, I get offended because I feel like something's trying to take over like my dream or my memories, and something's trying to scare me. But this dream in particular was like very adamant about playing on all my fears. So like, we let our dogs out the front yard and there was no fence or anything like that, and they were running away. So I had the anxiety of like, I have to go find my dogs. And then I found my dogs, and they were like wolves in the woods that were hunting my dogs, and I was very afraid that they were going to die. So I had to get them inside. And then I went inside, and like the house was even bigger, and I didn't really know where I was. Some things were familiar and some things weren't. None of the lights worked. There was an old lady ghost that was like stalking me, and there was another presence that was just like overwhelming, and it made me feel like just terrified. So I dealt with this dream, and it seemed to last forever, and I couldn't get out of the house. Finally, I managed to get out of the house, and I'm standing on my front lawn, and I have this sensation where I realize I'm dreaming. And there's a couple things I can do in my dreams for the brief amount of time where I realize I'm dreaming, either before I wake up or before I forget that I'm dreaming. You just fall back into the dream. So I can move stuff to me. It's like a telekinesis type of thing. I can move stuff to my hand, and I can also fly. And so I think those are pretty common things for anyone who's slightly lucid dreams. But I looked up into the house windows, and there was like this bay window which did not exist on the house I grew up on. And there was this spirit looking out at me of this super angry old man in like these fine clothes. Like this shriveled up, pale white old man with like dead eyes. And I say dead eyes, I mean like the white eyes where there's like no pupil left at all.
Yeah.
And he's just like staring daggers at me. And I know that he's angry that I got out of the house. And so I float up because he's on the second floor. So I'm face to face with him and I'm outside the house. And I know I'm dreaming at this point. So I tell him, I'm like, I don't know if you're real or I don't know if you're a part of my dream. But what I can tell you is that no matter what you ever do to scare me, what I'm about to do to you is so much worse because you only exist in my mind. And as soon as I wake up, I'm going to forget you. And you never existed. And I have complete control over your existence.
But now you're talking about him.
And then I woke up immediately afterwards. And it was so compelling. I was like, gotta fucking tell Robin. So I was like, well, I'm kind of letting the old man live on because I decided to tell Robin about this. But I was like, I'll forget about him. And every time someone brings up a creepy dream, I think of him and my promise to him to erase him from existence. And I'm like, damn it. I didn't follow through. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to tell you guys now at this point.
If you were Freddy Krueger, we'd all be fucked.
I have given you all the boogeyman of my new nightmares, which is just a really skinny, tall old man who has just like this wrinkled up face and those white fucking eyes like a dead zombie and like just really nice clothes on. And fuck him. He's an asshole. So,
okay.
Yeah, I just want to share that with you because since we're doing creepy dreams, I just decided I might as well just share it with the spooky friends. So, good stuff. All right, let's look over to stream chat. I'm going to clear out my YouTube stuff, then I'm going to get marbles on stream started.
Yeah, because mine didn't catch any of the Twitch chat because I was out of it. So
I saw a message from Marley and Mama G. It says, virtual hug. Hi, Auntie and Uncle. What up? Thank you for joining us. What else do we got? Someone asked, you guys are related? Emily asked you guys are related, and they clarified, in a Hawaii way. Robin is my BFF from forever ago, so naturally she's my auntie now, and Adam is uncle for my daughter. So I love your little girl. She's so adorable.
He's so cute.
And also we hope everything's going well with baby number 2 on the way. Virtual hug back at you. We don't have a ton of stuff over in YouTube. Emily says, when I had sleep paralysis, my girlfriend just cuddled me and didn't wake me up. Yeah, you definitely have to tell someone, like, if you know I'm having sleep paralysis, just shake me. I just want to wake up when I'm having sleep paralysis.
Wake you up inside.
Wake me up before you go. Christina says, switching to Twitch, see you guys in a bit. So, cool. I am caught up on YouTube. I'm going to start getting marbles on stream set up.
Thank you so much, Spooky123 for subscribing for 2 months with Amazon Prime. And thank you so much, Emanon, for donating 500 bits.
It's Spooky Ash 123.
Spooky Ash? Oh, see, I can't read.
And it says, woo, I finally figured Twitch out. We're very happy you did, too. So,
You're
here's
done
that.
with your YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and
How do you scroll with this thing?
Same way you scroll with the regular trackpads.
Oh, it's inverted. It's weird.
It's just how it is on all of them, dude.
All right. Da, 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 da. Scrolling through this. Da, da, da.
Can you slide it over there a bit more? Cool. Let's get marbles set up.
Aw, ASB Bunny says, just want to add that you both look lovely tonight. Thank you.
Aw, thank you.
5 2DZ says, binge watch the show Dark on Netflix. Great show if you don't mind subtitles. I had multiple dreams about time travel afterwards. Ooh, interesting.
Time travel? That is very interesting.
I Want to says, I had a dream. I was holding my newborn baby girl. Oh, I was so sad when I woke up. Oh, and there was no baby. I was depressed all day. Aww. I would be depressed too. That is super depressing. ASB Bunny says, damn it, Bane, no one invited you. Awkward Artist Play says, I genuinely wonder what the demons would do if you just stared back and smiled. No, that's how they get your soul.
Wow.
The scripter says, I'll wear my Spider-Man mask and we can do a comic book shopping day. Oh my gosh.
All right, go ahead and start voting. Exclamation point vote, then a space, then the number that corresponds with the track you want to race. I need to fix the camera.
Glitch said, hashtag bye Ashley, and told the scriptery to make a video. Izzy Bunny says, my sleep paralysis demon came to visit me this morning, hence why I was late to the stream. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
The scriptery says, they'll probably do an Instagram story or something. It'll be fun for sure. That's funny. Robin, if you believe in yourself, you can be anywhere. That's what I What's for Dinner said.
It's true.
ASB Bunny says, I'm lucky to say I'm a lucid dreamer, but if it's a realistic life dream, I can never stop bad things from happening. Yeah. It's really hard to...
That's what she said.
It's really hard to prevent bad things from happening in dreams sometimes, because I think everybody has that level of subconscious where there's something that they feel like they can't control, and when they're sleeping it all kind of hits you all at once and you really can't control it. The scriptery said, buy a shiwi, Robin. Does that help me pee like a dude? That'd be kind of cool.
A shiwi? What's a shiwi?
She'll tell me later.
Right now, Twists and Turns 2 is in the lead with 6 votes. We're going to let this scroll a few more times because there's quite a few votes out there for different tracks.
Perler says, well, what the fuck? I came back to putting it in her mouth.
Oh, it was the
with the glass light
bulb.
bulbs. Glitch says, this person needs to write a horror movie. Yeah, it sounds like a crazy horror movie, dude. Woo Scaryish says, Tater Tots, stay for marbles. Yes, everybody, stay for marbles. Marbers. ASB Bunny says that old guy in your dream made it so that you wouldn't forget the dream. I Must Adrena says, he embedded himself in your memories. And now our memories. I Must Adrena says, oh boy, if I can make it to the next stream, I am so redeeming Switch Seats first thing.
Oh god, I hate Switch Seats. I forgot that existed.
52DZ says, I'm going to start the new Ju-On series on Netflix tonight. Anyone watch it? We binge watched it the first day it came out, and
it's like 5 episodes, and they're like 25
6 episodes.
Minutes long.
It's too short. It's much too short. A lot does happen in it. There is some fucked up shit that happens in it where we're just like, that's 10 seconds
it's
too
like
long.
Grotesque.
It really, I feel like the majority of Ju-On had the humans being the worst.
Yeah.
In that, it's like
humans are the monsters.
Yeah, humans are the monsters in that one. Lunabin says, y'all,
it is kind of scary. Yeah,
y'all, Grant Imahara from Mythbusters just died yesterday.
Dude, we were so sad when we saw that.
I was so sad, and I messaged Adam immediately, and I was just like, Grant Imahara fucking died, and he's like, babe, don't fuck with me. And I was like, no,
stop
he
lying,
actually
you
died.
Lie.
And it's just so sad because I grew up watching him on Mythbusters.
I think we all did. Realistically, like, even if you were grown up when Mythbusters
came on, he's so smart. He was so smart.
He was one of the people that made that show. And then Jessie died, I think, in August while she was trying to set the land speed record. Yeah. And it's like, that's 2 of the 4 helpers I remember. Like Jessie, Grant, Tori, and damn it, who's the last person?
Carrie.
And yeah, it's just super sad.
Yeah, it's super sad.
All right, so we're gonna race Twists and Turns. Twists and Turns on average is finished in 2 minutes and 12 seconds, and the world record time is 1 minute and 26 seconds. However, for Spooky Friends, we did it in 2 minutes and 14 seconds because we take our time, and Cashew holds the record at 2 minutes, just a bit above it.
Woo Scary says, Robin singing while scrolling is such a highlight. Thank you. Emanon says, hey, finally at work. Welcome to work. Welcome to Earth. I fucking knew Adam was going to say that.
Exclamation point play to join the race.
Squidward's Poppy says, I saw it last week for Ju-On, and it was pretty good.
You joining in?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, we already got 25 marbles tonight.
Wow.
I'm very excited about that. 26, 27, 28. You folks are amazing. 29, almost at the 30 mark, which means we're going to have a very interesting race. We're at 30, so it's always nice to see. We're at 31. We're fucking killing it.
Emily the Rat says, y'all, fucking, never mind.
Just so you know.
How do you read?
I hate you so much sometimes. Just so you know, if you win the race, you get to collect a sticker that has one of our logos on it, some Scaryish merch, for free. So if you get to the end, we'll give you the details on how to get that. But you are not just racing for pride, you're also racing for a tiny piece of merch that we will send out at the end of this week. Most of you have been here before. For anyone who hasn't done a race yet, now you know. So we got 10 seconds left to join in. please do so right meow. Robin, you can keep reading your stuff, and I will
all right.
control this race.
Emily
as it
the Rat
unfolds.
said, switched over from YouTube. Emily the Rat says, just gave y'all some pennies on the ads. That's fucking funny.
Thank you so much.
Squidward's Poppy says, there are 45 people streaming right now. Wow, the most I've seen since I started watching Twitch Live. Oh, you guys. I'm Beef Trainer says, I have some news on the work front. This may be the last live stream we catch for a bit because I'm learning a new position at work that will require me to be awake at 4 a.m. on Wednesdays. The schedule change is also affecting I'm What's for Dinner. Oh, that sucks.
Well, we do hope that it's for the best when it comes to work.
Hopefully it's a good thing for you guys, and it's something that you don't mind doing, waking up at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's pretty rough.
This is the one with the failed track on the side. It's like funnel. Apparently they abandoned that idea and then just went with this one instead.
This one's sparkly.
It is sparkly. It's very sparkly, in fact. So Perlar 15 and I and Beef Trainer are battling it out for first place. 52 Nix is like, fuck that. I want first place.
Cat Beatrix says, congrats on the new job position. Perhaps we can catch you during Saturday streams.
Yeah, actually, that'd be cool.
Glitch says, I loved Grant on Robot Wars. I'm sad he was my favorite.
Oh, yeah, I remember those. BattleBots, I'm pretty sure he was on that too.
Woo Scary says, my 7th grade curriculum was no joke watching Mythbusters because our teacher left.
Wow. Clyde Jibkins is in first place currently. I'm not familiar with Clyde, but you're killing it right now. There's a lot of people that are trying to catch up. 52 Nix, IMB Trainer, and Perlar are right there.
I'm What's for Dinner says, is Mythbusters still running?
I don't think it
so.
Is. Yeah,
I hadn't heard anything from Jamie in a really long time.
Yeah, they had some other people like in different positions on that show, but I don't think it's still running. 52 Nix just took the lead back from Clyde while everyone else tries to figure out a different way to get there.
It's still fun to watch Adam Savage, though, because he does one-day builds.
Yeah, those are super cool.
They're so cool. You can watch him on YouTube, and he builds incredible stuff.
Congratulations, 52 Nix, for taking the victory. You know what to do. Type in ! merch in the chat. It'll bring you up a link. If you go there, find Robin's Kawaii Corner. You can check out any of the Scaryish stickers that she has created.
! merch.
And, yep. And you'll be able to pick which one you want, and then let us know which one you have chosen, and a good mailing address we can send it to you.
I'm Beef Trainer says, we do promise to catch the streams as much as we can. Turns out that I'm What's for Dinner is needed as early as I'm needed on Wednesday, so this works out for both of us. That's awesome.
We're very happy that you guys are getting like an improvement to your life. That's really good. There's a lot of folks out there who are unemployed, so good news on the job front is always something that's great to hear.
Aw, I'm Beef Trainer says, sadly, I work Saturdays until 4 p.m. as well. You guys work so hard. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully you guys get a break sometimes, too.
52 Nix went up to 20 points on the season. Perlar is at 16. I'm only reading the ones that are above 10. Cat Beatrix is crushing us all with 36. ASB Bunny's at 14. Squidward's Poppy stays at 21. I am at 11. The Scripter and Laura Ann are at 10. Lunabin is at 14. I am What's for Dinner is at 17. And Robin Sucks with 8.
Wow.
So don't forget to type in ! merch and pick your sticker, 52 Nix.
Lunabin says, I just binged Mythbusters on Hulu the other day.
Start the votes again because we're doing a second race.
Emily the Rat says, what happened to the other Emily from 2 weeks ago? I don't know. Emanon says, Mythbusters Jr. with Adam Savage. That's still a thing? That's kind of cool. I didn't even know that was a thing at all.
I didn't either.
I'm Beef Trainer says, the food pics on the Discord will still be shared. We're actually wanting to write our own recipe book. Fucking do it! Dude, I do have a lot of cookbooks. I don't necessarily cook a lot of the meals out of them because I'm a lazy piece of crap. But
she's not lazy. She just doesn't
if you guys do
hast mich.
I think I have to pee. You think I can wait out till the end of the
I don't know. Do you think you have to pee or do you know you have to pee?
Well, I have to pee. I just don't know if I can wait.
You can go. I mean, we're going to do the race. It's not like you announce them, so.
Oh, cool. Okay. I'm Beef Turner says, the idea for the recipe book I want to do is meant to focus on how to make amazing meals on tight schedules and budgets. That is something that is smart and necessary, especially in today's busy world. Everybody's looking on how to make a meal really, really quickly. And instead of paying for meals that you put in the freezer and then you just heat up, like I've seen a lot of ads on Facebook lately where people come home from work and they just pull out this meal from the freezer and then they heat it up. It's just like a fancy TV dinner. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think
people try and do meal prep for themselves, but like give them something good to meal prep, you know? It is
Awkward
so
Artist Place
hot.
said, I'm a dip. Have a good last game. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Awkward Artist Place. I will also be streaming tomorrow for the first time in 2 weeks now that the internet is fixed, and I hope to have my custom animation you created for me on the stream. So thank you one more time.
Glitch says, my stream froze and I came back to Ramstein. Wow.
That's fucking funny.
Lady M says, I'd buy that in a second. It's such a good idea, and you guys should totally freaking do it because everybody needs a quick meal all the time.
So I'm just going to toss this out there before I pick the track. I have had multiple times where I thought that I should sit down and collect all of our scripts and turn them into a Scaryish book, because basically I could take 30 scripts from each of us. So 30 episodes worth would be 60 chapters, and I think that would be more than enough to do a book. And I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, but it would be like what we wrote in our scripts plus our snarky comments. So let me know. I'm going to go ahead and pick Marble Centauri, which I'm pretty sure is the one that's all the planets. Takes average time of 4 minutes and 10 seconds to complete this race. The world record time is 3 minutes and 28 seconds. Takes the Spooky Friends 4 minutes and 4 seconds. We do it faster. And the script read it in 3 minutes and 35 seconds, which is like super close to that record. So let's go get the world record, y'all. Hashtag fuck it. I want to set this record right now. Marble Centauri apparently. Yep, there's the sun. We've done this one before. We've practiced it. Exclamation point play. Let's get those marbles on the stream. You're staring.
Glitch says, hell yeah, Adam streaming. Anyone that doesn't already follow him, his name is Malum, Maylum. It's a pretty good time. He plays a lot of Call of Duty, XCOM, stuff like that. I'm Internet says, the best thing to use a cookbook for is to get ideas or to learn a new skill. I almost never follow a recipe unless it's baking. Cooking is an art. Baking is a science.
True.
It's very true.
All right, let's get those marbles in here. We had 31 last time. Gonna give us a 60-second countdown. We're missing 8 of the people who raced last time. Unacceptable. Let's get those marbles back in here for the second race of the evening. I see Bob the Builder has joined. Thank you so much, Bob.
Glitch says, I would buy that book in a second. I was upset I didn't win the signed script a long time ago. I mailed that to Mexico, and I don't know if that person actually got it or not. They never said anything. But it was fun. It was fun to do. It took us a little while, too.
Wow, we're going to lose 6 marbles in this race? Okay, 5 marbles. Not as bad. Still, we usually finish +1 of the first race, so it's a little bit disappointing, but 26 ain't bad. I'm not going to lie. There we go. We're up to 27. We're almost there. Keep joining. You guys got 10 seconds left from Right Meow. Actually, it was like 12, but whatever.
I'm What's for Dinner says, I'm sorry, there was a signed script. Before we used to...
episode 10, I think, was our first giveaway.
We used to do paper scripts. We didn't have like technology like we have now.
We printed them.
We printed them, but it's like now we have tablets and laptops that we can have in front of us to read. Back then, we printed all our scripts out and would hold them. Adam used to rip my shit apart. And
She used to staple stuff, and I don't like staples when I'm reading a script that's multiple pages, because I just like to take the first page and put it to the back. And Robin likes to flip and fold, which drives me crazy, so when she would staple my scripts, I would tear the staple off of each page, because it just annoys me to fold over like that. Alright, so everyone's going through. These pegs can launch you in the sky, which I'm pretty sure is how the record was set.
Go, Bob, go!
By the scripter, yeah. She bounced off the earth and landed on the track. The people that were launched this time, however, all fell off the world, which is unfortunate. Rip, Girl Panic, Spooky Flea, ASB Bunny, and Nakasuna no Kairi.
I'm Beef Trainer says, just to let you all let all you Spooky fam know, I've been toying around with this idea for about 9 years, and you guys are making me decide to finally follow through with this cookbook. You should totally do it. I think that would be so stinking cool. The meals that you guys post are so delicious looking.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a really, really great thing. I Want to Dinner says, I remember Adam tearing the script apart and it would hurt my soul every time.
I never tore the script. I would just
He would like rip the pages
apart. I just pulled the page off the staple. That's it. All right. Bob is still in first place, way behind Scriptory's record-setting pace. Second place is Woo Scaryish. Third place is Emanon.
Squidward's Poppy says, so that's where the team staple thing came about. That's fucking funny.
I'm Team Paperclip all the way, man.
I'm What's for Dinner says, I hate paperclips. # Team Staples.
You're crazy.
Emily the Rat says, I gave y'all more ad money.
Thank you.
ASB Bunny says, I would like to pre-order a cookbook, please.
Bob is making the jump. If he makes this cleanly, he will probably stay in first place. He did not. Someone might, though. This is the spot where you can take this. Woo Scaryish is hot on Bob's heels with Laura Ann and Geeky Gorgeous right there as well.
Whee!
There's not a whole lot of spots left for Bob to lose his lead except the very end where you can fall off the sides. Although it seemed like that line right there, he might have like gained some time on Woo Scarish a little bit. Although Woo Scarish seems to be moving faster. This is a really weird track because like you lose your momentum and all wind up going at the same pace.
Yeah.
Until the end. I blame Saturn. I was like, which fucking planet is this? And then I saw the rings. I was like, oh derp.
Glitch says, I remember the first stream, the fisheye.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, when we used to use our GoPro and it was like super fisheye lens.
We had so many streams of that too.
Yeah, and we have definitely evolved over time, and we really couldn't do it without all of your help and all of your donations and everything, and your support and watching the episodes and listening to the podcast. You guys are awesome.
And donations, keeping it real. Like the donations have really helped us change the product that we deliver to you all. Like instead of it being the same tripod we have over there, except having duct taped a GoPro to it, now it's an actual camera that's mounted properly. All right, so these pegs can launch you off. You can also fall off the sides. There is a bit of a bevel to the sides that'll keep you in, like Bob just found out there. But it has slowed him down. Looks like I and Emily the rat have fallen off. And then there's these weird divots that bounce you. Bob made that really, really clean run through it. So you might just be in line for a victory as long as you can avoid the pegs.
Oh.
Ooh, Laura Ann jumped right in front. I don't know if they have enough straight angle. Yep, congratulations, Laura Ann. You stole the victory at the very end. Woo Scarish protests it by throwing themselves off. Lady M comes in second place right in front of Bob. And everyone else will trickle in. We have people that are protesting by throwing themselves off the edge of the world. The Robin Grace, Emanon, and the Fancy Iguana are our last three to come in. Emanon fell off by hitting the peg. It looks like the Fancy Iguana will make it. Yep, we'll make it in.
Emily the Rat says, I have to head out now, guys. Love y'all. And GF says, bye. Bye.
Bye.
Glitch says, the channel's grown so much, it gets better and better. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Emily the Rat says, see y'all next week. See you next week. Watch us on Saturday if you want to watch a horror movie with us. I'm Beef Trainer says, I actually do measure things out. You just don't realize it because I adjust as I go. Because I'm Westford Dinner said we don't measure anything out, and that's what makes a problem. I'm Dinner says, we'll send Malum and Robin Grace a signed copy of the cookbook in exchange for a signed script. That's so cute.
Deal. All right. Laura Ann moves up to 20 points on the season. Lady M moves up to 10. Squidward's Poppy's at 25. I Am Beef Trainer cracks double digits and gets up to 10 as well. 5-2-DZ gets up to 11. And the rest of us did not move from our previous positions. Cat Beatrix is still in the lead with 36 points. So that's pretty cool. All right. Going to back us out of there, switch us over to our main camera, which hopefully hasn't lost all its settings from adjusting, and get out of Marbles on Stream. And we can go ahead and give our... oh, look, I'm getting messages right now. God damn it.
From work?
Yeah, from work. All right. Let's go ahead and get
Laura
this
Ann
off.
says they're passing their win. Who was next?
God damn it. I don't know. Lady M. Lady M was next.
All right, so
Lady
let
M,
us know what design you want.
Let us know which sticker you would want via an email to... I should have fucking waited before I got rid of that list. I'm so dumb. Bob was third. I know that. I don't know who fourth was.
Okay.
All right. Ba-dum-bum. I'm waiting to start this until Lady M claims it. Yes, Lady M says, you are amazing to Laura Ann. So I'm guessing that's you saying you're going to keep it for keepsies, for realsies. All right, let's go ahead and get this outro started so I can rearrange this office and go pee. Robin's shaking right now, too. So I'm pretty sure she needs to go. All right, so I just want to say thank you to everyone who sent in your stories this week. We sincerely appreciate it when you folks decide to share stuff with us.
Especially stuff that's super personal and things that you've experienced like that. So
I've mentioned it before that sometimes we get them, sometimes we don't. Of the 3 emails we read tonight, I think 2 of them were deeply personal, and we appreciate you sharing those experiences. And realistically, even if things aren't very dramatic, you're sharing something that happened to you or someone that you know, and they are a personal thing. I've had people tell me before that I know in person or people that I've met from the Spooky Friends that it's really hard to write the email sometimes, and we get that. But if you want to share it with us, we would like to hear it. We would like to read it, and there's a lot of people out there who would also like to hear it. So if you have a story like that, please email storytime@scaryish.com or go to our website, scaryish.com, and click on Contact Us. Fill out that form. It comes directly to us. You can also hit us up on any of our social medias. We have Facebook, which is facebook.com/scarishpodcast. Our Twitter is @scarishpod, and our Instagram is @scarishpodcast. Robin, for folks who would like to donate to us, how can they do so?
You can go to patreon.com/Scaryish Podcast. Those are monthly donations. There's a whole bunch of different tiers you folks can check out. Couple different extra little content things you guys get on there, ad-free episodes, things like that. You can do one-time donations at Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/Scaryish Podcast. So those are one-time donations. All your donations go to upgrading our studio setup, keep us going, keep us making more content for you guys. And we really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So thank you one last time to everyone who listened, everyone who watched live, everyone who took the time to, participate in this content. It's always fun when you interact live, but we also appreciate it if you're one of those ghost listeners / viewers who hang out and just enjoy the content and don't say a word. We understand that completely, and we thank you just as much. So I think that's everything we have for Storytime number 127, I think. So Robin, go ahead and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on. We'll talk to you guys next week. Also, we have to redeem a high five, and you have to shave the sides of your head.
What? Shave the sides of my head? No. I said you could pick if I get my hair cut or if I leave it. You don't get to pick my haircut. So I will get a haircut, and I will trim this down. I'm not shaving it. I'm not going to do the undercut. So
you don't want the Pidgey?
No, I'm not doing the Pidgeotto, but I will schedule a haircut, apparently, and then Robin will probably tell me what to do with it. So, all right, that is the end. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate y'all. And go ahead and sign us out one more time.
Keep on creeping on. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.